And welcome back. Vice President Joe Biden is Oscar-bound. Biden will introduce Lady Gaga, who will perform the Oscar-nominated song Till It Happened to You from the documentary The Hunting Ground. That film explores incidents of sexual assault on college campuses. The vice president is outspoken about combating campus violence. Now, Marshall is over with Donald Zuckerman from the Colorado Office of Film, Television, and Media to talk more about this. Marshall?
Thanks, Ann, and thanks for joining us, Donald.
Thank you, Marshall.
First question is, what is the Colorado Office of Film, Television, and Media?
Well, we have several functions. One is to attract productions to come here and shoot in Colorado, and the other basic function is the educational outreach to the several thousand kids who are in college and university in Colorado who study film or television.
Let's start with that first part. Why is it important for a film to be shot here? What good is it for Colorado?
Well, content creation is one of the fastest growing and I think more important jobs in the world, and we need to be in the content creation business. And look at your studio, for instance. I mean, you're here. Well, who's going to train the next generation? Unless people have jobs here, there won't be a next generation.
And we're showing some still images of movies shot in Colorado. You said one of the biggest issues with attracting more films to be shot in Colorado is funding. Explain what Colorado has to do to attract these films here.
Well, I'd say it's the only issue. With money, we can attract film here. We have incredible vistas, but people can find incredible vistas in other places that have better incentives. So since we've started our incentive program, we've gotten a significant increase in production here. In the 5 years before I came, virtually no one came to Colorado, and since this incentive program began in 2012, we've had many, many productions here.
Now, unless I stay till the end of the movie and look at the fine print at the very end that says, "Thank you, Fountain, Colorado, thank you," how do I know a movie is shot in Colorado, and if I'm watching it, what says, hey, this is Colorado?
Well, aside from the end, the fact of the matter is when you shoot a significant movie here, the press will write about it. And for instance, when The Hateful Eight was made here, there were over 4.5 billion unique views of media which mentioned both Colorado and the name The Hateful Eight in an article.
Now, can you link that, the search online, to people coming here or spending money here?
Well, I can't yet because the movie just came out. But we had a great story, 36 Hours in Telluride, New York Times travel section. We had first paragraph of Vogue Travel, first paragraph of Forbes, all linked to the opening of the movie, all saying Quentin Tarantino and The Hateful Eight, Telluride.
Gotcha.
So I think that'll bring people here.
Well, Fast and the Furious 7, there's a scene from Pikes Peak.
More than a scene. All those road racing scenes and all those car drop scenes out of the C-130s were all shot here, and we got a lot of press about it.
So you have a fluctuating budget, at least the money dedicated to your office. Right now it's $3 million, and there's a bill that was introduced that may take that money and put it toward education. How do you feel with this, hey, I need money to attract films to then get people to come here, but if you're going to take that, then I can't do anything?
Well, first of all, it's a misconception to think that this program costs $3 million a year because we collect taxes from anybody who comes here. So we have a Leeds School of Business study which shows that instead of having the incentive costing 20%, it actually costs about 3.5%. And it creates a lot of jobs for kids and people who are educated in Colorado who would like to stay here and work here.
Why do you have to offer incentives for a film to be shot here? Why can't it just happen and the studios pay for it?
Okay, because everybody else offers incentives. It's that simple. New Mexico, our neighboring state, has a 25% rebate and 30% on television. Ours is only 20%. They allocate $50 million a year to incentives. We allocate $3 million for incentives. And if we had more money, we would get more major productions here.
How much of the royalties do we get?
We don't get any of the royalties, but a lot of these films don't make money. I mean, they would not be, many of these films, especially the independent film, would generally not be made but for incentives.
When will you know if your budget stays or gets played with?
Well, certainly by, I think, May 8th when the legislature goes home, but hopefully next month.
All right, Donald Zuckerman, thank you for joining us from the Colorado Office of Film, Television, and Media.
And thank you, Marshall.
No problem. Thanks.